Let's address the prospects of the sugar industry. Joining us right now, Vivek Saraogi, the MD at Balrampur Chini Mills, joining in on the show. Mr. Saraogi, thanks so much for joining in. You know, when I see your stock amidst all the gloom and doom which was prevalent in the market up until Friday morning, your stock's being lapped up in the market and has surged now to a 2-year high. Tell me, how are the fundamentals looking from here onwards? I know you've had a good run in the last 6-7 months, but what next for you?
Yeah, good morning. I think fundamentally we are very well positioned. If you've seen the ethanol prices go up for B heavy, you're aware about our addition of ethanol capacity. So that's summing up the distillation business. It's in good shape, and you know, whatever sugar you lose to make ethanol is well covered. You will get a cost plus kind of thing there. As far as crushing goes, we begin our crushing as usual in November something. Things in UP look decent. The main thing which I would like to highlight is the crop in Maharashtra and Karnataka seems seriously damaged. So maybe earlier, probably ISMA's estimate was 28 million. ISMA has not yet done the estimate, and I would just like to share a personal view. Maybe next year consumption, production could be aligned. So no addition to inventory next year on production front. Reduction of inventory, government has just announced a 6 million export, probably 4.5 could happen out of that kind of thing. So a reduction in inventory net 4.5 million tons is quite possible. Okay. So that's fundamentals improving on the sugar side. Ethanol, I briefed you. Power is a little tough in UP. They've reduced tariff. We have already taken the markdown in our accounts, but we are going to litigate that tooth and nail.
Okay, that's interesting. I just want to dig deeper into the ethanol business because, you know, we understand that you're setting up a new distillery as well, which is going to be starting in the month of November. Plus, ethanol prices have also been hiked by the government. What's the outlook going forward?
Yeah. So the outlook is, you see, let's understand what is B heavy. B heavy is molasses which has extra sugar in it. So you lose sugar, you load it onto molasses, that molasses goes into your distillery and gives you a higher recovery than the normal regular molasses. So the government, if you've seen B heavy's price has been hiked by 1 rupee 80 paisa, not the regular C heavy. So they are factoring in your conversion cost of sugar plus for efficient millers like us, a little bit of profit when you sacrifice sugar to make ethanol. So that is the whole story. And therefore this price hike is very welcome.
Hear that. Tell me, how big is the export opportunity, Vivek, for sugar mills and Balrampur in specific? Because, you know, countries like Indonesia are cutting duties and inviting supplies from India now.
So you see, export, let me tell you, is not an opportunity. It is a window to reduce your stocks, with the government paying you the difference of 10.5 rupees. So there is overproduction. Today we all loaded with stocks. Your current selling price in UP is north of 34.5. That is possible because of a restricted release environment. So that restricted release environment asks you to carry more inventory. So this export is an inventory reduction mechanism by the government, whereby they paying you the kind of difference between your cost of production and global prices. So that is the perspective of export. Having said that, in the last few days, you've seen the world market move up by 5%. And we are hopeful that with this, when this Indian reduction comes into the market and Brazilian crop is not as good as people thought, I see a slight bump up in export prices from here also.
Okay, fair enough. That's the overall export scenario. I just wanted to understand, what is the outlook on sugar prices domestically and where you see them headed?
See, currently I told you the price is 34.5. I don't think this will maintain as we go into the crushing season. However, you have an MSP of 31. That is the minimum selling price. So with the perception and reality of reduced production next year and release mechanism going ahead, I don't see prices in UP going below 33. But that's my personal view.
I know you've got to rush for a meeting, so I'll just quickly squeeze in one last question. Tell me in greater detail about realizations from both sugar, like you just highlighted, as well as the ethanol business, and how exactly is profitability looking, say, 1 year ahead from now?
So see, sugar, I've told you, if you have a cost of production, which I cannot, sort of put my hand on today because I don't know cane price, I don't know recovery. But sugar division itself, if we see last year's production cost was about 29.5. So this division would be in profit. Ethanol, again, depending on transfer price, would be in profit. Marginal reduction in almost a 1.5 rupee to 2 rupee reduction in per unit of the power tariff. But all in all, I look forward with guarded optimism.
Okay, on that note, we let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining in today.
Thank you.